Thanks, Antony. So will you be able to buy this online? I now request Mr. Ajay Antony from the Time Institute to come on stage and speak about the institutes. Mr. Ajay is a VP with the Time Institute and he's been involved with career counseling for a long time. Over 15 years, he's conducted various career counseling sessions for a range of age groups, right from 12 to 22 years. He's functioned as a resource, functioned with various publications in conducting similar sessions across the country. He's been functioned as a resource for various universities and academic institutions for programs. He's a passionate teacher. He teaches physics for 11th and 12th, and he's a quiz master. He's conducted a large number of quiz programs across India. And interestingly, he has created a Guinness World Record and 2 national records as per a link up of national records with Time, Counselling-Ajay the Science Quiz.
Good morning, everybody. We have 10 minutes on the institutes and the selection process involved in IIT, after the IIT and AIEEE. That is the part that I'm handling. Now, there is this 2 parts when you are going about this thing. What I will be sharing with you on slides extra will be hardcore data based on previous year's experience of students going for counseling. Now, what you will see there on tables, etc. are, like I said, hard data. But then the choices that you need to make are purely personal. What courses, what decisions. You have a whole galaxy of stars here, practicing professionals who will advise you. So you definitely need to factor in the qualitative aspect also while making the decision. Now, there are lots of courses in the IITs and the IITs put together. Now, before I share with you the hardcore data, I would like to share with you 2 instances which I think as budding engineers you need to keep in mind. Both these are directly involved because we are involved in training students for these further courses in their academic area. We had, I had a student who was our student who joined a particular program called biomedical engineering. Just sharing with you 2 instances of this. An absolutely brilliant student, and I happened to train her for a further course. And she came out as the university first rank holder in that particular course. And she then joined an advanced facility for one of the biggest multinational companies operating in that field in India, and working out of advanced research facilities in one of the biggest metros in the country. That then we parted, and then happened to meet her after some 3 years. And the first thing she told me was, "Sir, I hate my job." Now, see, what a terrible waste. Because looking back, the only reason why she had taken that particular course was simply put, you had to put one line into it because the name sounded good at that time, without really understanding what went into it. This is a real true story from first-hand experience. And then we had a pretty long discussion on what's going on. I mean, she was working on cutting-edge stuff, but then she was not enjoying it. And then she moved from that into another line, and just because the student was very good inherently, she did very well in the other field also. So this is a story, my friends. Please utilize this opportunity that you have with the people here to really understand, to get into what is it, and understand do you really want to do that part or not. Second story also involves one of our students. This happened during a campus interview. I thought I'd share with you because all of you would be participating in campus interviews in under 4 years from now. This directly from the horse's mouth, one of the biggest recruiters, let me not take names because it might be embarrassing for different parties. So company shared this with me, saying, what do you look for while recruiting people? They said, well, we look for the fundamentals. Do they really know the basics of the subject that they have studied for the last so many years? During the campus interview, this particular student, who again, no exaggeration, was in the top 10 in that university, consistently was asked this question. She was an electrical engineer. So she said, there is this particular unit called NTPC in her home state, National Thermal Power. So the interviewer panel asked a simple question. Well, electrical engineering, so you really can't create electricity out of anything. So the basic science is you need to convert energy from one form to the other. So what is the input energy for creating electricity in that plant? And without really thinking, the answer that the brilliant candidate gave was nuclear. Now, can you imagine the joke in our country when such a student of such good caliber is giving out an answer like that without really thinking? Now, so the moral of the story is both these have just shared real stories, my friends. Utilize this. What I'm going to present to you now are the hardcore data. The decisions that you take, it should not be influenced by because somebody said that this branch is good or because that branch sounds good. It should not be like that. So, presenting to you the hard data from IIT JEE counseling and AIEEE counseling of the previous years. Now, we'll straight away go to the data. There is this basic information. We had these numbers of seats available and the reservations available, etc., presented on the right side. Since the figures are self-explanatory, I wouldn't want to read them out. And if we want clarifications, we can take them on during the question and answer session. This is to give you a general idea of the breakup of the seats in some of the institutes. You really need not take pains to take them down now because this data is available. If you want any specific data, I suggest that you can contact us and then we can actually give you data which is very specific to you also. In the counseling brochures which will come your way, it will contain the information here in a good manner that you can use them. Now, looking at the IITs, this is the gist of what the IITs offer as far as the programs and courses are concerned. Programs means the degrees that you get, courses means the different combinations of programs that you have. So, choosing what you want itself is going to be a big task for you. We have students that obviously the flagship program of any IIT is the BTech program. I mean, all the gentlemen who spoke before people who run the BTech program, but there are different programs, for example, integrated MSc, etc., available in the IITs, and we had students who had excellent all-India ranks, who could take any branch of their choice by virtue of their performance in the IIT JEE, consciously deciding to choose some of the other courses which I mentioned here. Now at point of time, what we do as trainers, as mentors for students is to sit down with them and understand why do they want to do that. We had a very particular case, one of our students currently studying the third year in IIT Madras, who opted for this integrated MSc. We took a lot of time to really understand, okay, this person really meant this. So that kind of quality time spent in understanding and then choosing, that is required for all the students here. Now, this we will skip quickly. The course fees